Greetings. Hello, everyone. My name is dragoR1n, and welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. Here I have my lovely entourage of friends, and I have specifically my two lovely commentators with me today, if you would like to introduce yourselves.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sid. It's very nice to meet you, Sydney J. I'm an artist and commentator for Mog Talk World Race events, noted dragoR1n, and I'm pretty sure I was only invited here because every Final Fantasy event needs a Sid for safety, and that's fine with me.
That's so true. Also, hey, I'm Aulsair. I am dragoR1n's biggest bozo friend here to help explain some of the things in Palace of the Dead. And just before we get started, I'm going to be donating basically every time there's traps in Palace of the Dead, and every time dragoR1n hits a trap, I'm going to donate $5 if it's a normal trap, $10 if it's a frog trap, because you can get turned into a frog. And speaking of donations and incentives, what was the bid war winner?
You're gonna love this one. It was Dawntrail.
Yes!
Ooh, Dawntrail with the steel chair.
I love Dawntrail. It's great.
Alrighty. We've turned on the Dawntrail music. Alright, time will begin when I count down and hit commence here, and time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so we'll just get started talking here. I'm going to yap a little bit. So what is Palace of the Dead? It's basically one of the deep dungeons, one of 3 currently in the game. There is going to be a 4th one soon, which will be really exciting for a lot of the people that enjoy that content. Palace of the Dead can be done from 1 to 4 players. As you currently see, dragoR1n is currently doing it solo. Now, what is so difficult about it being solo? Well, 1, you're by yourself. There's not a healer, there's not a, tank. Of course, dragoR1n's on a tank right now, so that's a little different. But usually when you play this solo, you either want something really sturdy that can do, a lot of damage, or something that can do a lot of damage and kite stuff around. So a lot of the times when you see people play these solo, you'll see them either on like a machinist who can run around and shoot stuff and keep running, or on a tank who can take a lot of the hits or avoid a lot of the things that make it so dangerous for a DPS. A lot of these floors, Palace of the Dead itself has 200 floors, which is a lot, which is why we're only doing a short showcase of this, which is basically 141 to 150. So to go over some of the other stuff in what Palace of the Dead has is you'll see on the right side of the screen is something called a character info sheet, but basically it has things called pomanders, and there's a ton of different pomanders that you can get out of coffers that are currently in the level, like you see one over there in the distance. It's a gold chest that has different kind of pomanders in it. A lot of them will use to help go along the floors, and some of them will actually save. There's a lot of different ones that you want to save and hold on to because you don't really need them on the earlier floors. And a lot of them can help you get through a lot of the more dangerous floors, because when you're trying to get to the last set of floors, there are some of the more scary enemies. There's also pathers like that just came up behind them. And you want to watch out for those kind of things, because while you're fighting stuff, you really don't want other things to come up behind you and surprise you, because some enemies that are pathers will have stuff like that where they'll hit you. And for DPS, this can usually mean like the end of your run. As a tank, it's a little safer, but there's still some things that can hit you that will put you into dangerous areas. There's also stuff that you can't see, like traps, like I mentioned before. Most players, at least in Palace of the Dead, know where they are, or at least patterns of them, because traps are RNG. They're not always in the same places. There's, I think, at least 3, if I recall, on every floor. Spin him. I love spinning.
Rotate the
That's
enemies.
my favorite. It actually is a strat for some of the things, because when you rotate them, they take the time to try to target you and attack. So some of the moves won't go off if you keep rotating them. That's another strat right there. For a lot of the mobs, either they have sight or sound or vision, and you can just bypass them completely and go right on to the next floor.
There can also be different effects on every floor.
And see, there's also, go ahead. Exactly, like we just saw there was HP up, so that's a good buff. There are detrimental buffs that you can use pomanders to get rid of. Like dragoR1n just did, they used a good track. They used a palmander safety, which basically removes traps on the floor. Or they got one, sorry. But I just also getting distracted.
Yeah, the song is so good.
Music track for Dawn Trail is so good.
Yeah, and since we're playing Dark Knight here, we do welcome everybody to donate with your favorite class or what class that you're playing, because personally I play dragoR1n, which is the best class because I keep everyone safe from the floor. You will never get hurt by the floor when I'm around.
That's true. You are the safest floor tank.
And I think we have time for some donations, Spef?
Yeah, let's get some names.
Absolutely. And also, while you're donating with your classes from Final Fantasy XIV, you can also donate towards a bid war that we have just opened for you to tell us who is the ultimate gamer survivor, where you can choose from a long array of lovely video game characters that you believe deserve the title of Ultimate Gamer. So when you get those donations in to help us reach that $100,000 milestone to get Hades 2, also donate towards that bid war. And we have a bunch of donations coming in with tons of love for this run already, like a $25 donation from Greg, new to Ultimates, by the way. I heard XIV loves the music in Dawn Trail, smiley face. Something, something, stand and fire, DPS higher.
I know.
Hi, Greg.
No. Hi, Greg.
I think that's how it works, right?
I too am new to Ultimates, by the way. So I'm glad that Greg got the donation.
Miss Hexa Legend, Aulsair and Iowa. Okay.
Time for a couple more.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
We also had a $25 donation to Malala Fund come in from Maze that says, women in my Hades too? It's more likely than you think. Let's keep it up for an amazing cause. Thanks to all the lovely femmes. Yeah, let's see Hades too. Let's see those women in Hades too. Keep those donations coming in. We also had a $10 donation from Laszlo that says, hi, my dearly beloved. I'm so happy to see you running at the event that brought us together last year. I think we're due for a renewal of our parking lot wedding vows, so call me when you're done. It's been 500 years since I last saw you, and I miss you terribly. Love you, and good luck.
I saw Laszlo like 2 weeks ago, so
Yeah, that is
basically the same as 500 years.
That's so long
That's
ago.
so
What do you
true.
mean? If it's not yesterday, that's
not
too
5
long.
minutes ago. It's too long. I think.
that's so true.
Yeah, exactly.
That
So
is
true.
That is so true. While I'm just continuing to kill some stuff, a couple things we didn't mention is each floor requires a random amount of enemies to open the door. And you're going to see me kind of like kiting around most of these rooms and avoiding some enemies until I find the exit. I basically only want to kill as many enemies as I need to open the exit because anything else doesn't do anything for me. I am already level 60, which is the max you can be inside of Palace of the Dead. Once you hit level 60, there's no more leveling and there's no more XP that you gain inside of the palace. So
Yeah,
I'm going to be just
and,
kind of like doing things around like that.
Right. If you look at the floor layout that's on the left side of their screen, you'll see the key symbol over there, and it's currently light orange. It gets brighter the more you kill, so some floors require less enemies than others to progress to the next floor. So you'll see it go brighter and brighter and brighter. It did not change in color, so they know that they have to keep killing stuff. Usually what you want to do is try to plan out where you're going, where you're pathing to, so that you basically hit where the key is. So you can see on the map there, the right room or the eastern room has the key icon, and that indicates to XIV that that is where the exit is. So once they kill enough enemies, they know they can go directly to that room. Like that. Ta-da!
Nice.
Magic.
And you might also be asking, XIV, you have a ranged attack. Why are you using Provoke? Fun fact, Provoke has a 5 yalm longer range than Unmend does. And if you remember also saying earlier that there are traps inside of the room, if I am further than 1 pixel from the wall inside of any of these rooms besides the starting room that I start in, I can run into a trap. So I definitely don't want to do that.
You totally want to do that.
Please
No, I
do
don't
that.
wanna do that.
You totally want to do
Yeah.
that. What do you mean? And yeah, and
Serenity.
to cover more on the starting rooms too, your starting room is always safe. So you know if you have to pull something that's dangerous or you see a path there that's coming towards you and you're currently fighting something else, you can always run it to that safety room that you started in. So it's never gonna have a trap. But yeah, another thing to kind of just talk about in general is Palace of the Dead and the deep dungeons are doable for anybody. Like anybody can do this content. There's tons and tons of guides out that a lot of the 14 players have put out. Maggie in particular has amazing guides. I've used their guides for Eureka Orthos, which is the 3rd set of deep dungeons, but all of them are very, very good. So, whether you're doing this by yourself Awesome. Love this music too. If you're doing this by yourself, or if you're doing this with 4 people, those guides are amazing. And like basically anybody can do this content. It just takes a little bit of practice. Sometimes it's RNG, but I mean, you know, it's really fun, and you get really cool titles for soloing it. So.
Everyone memes about the free trial, but unironically, if you download the free trial, once you hit level 17, you can access Palace of the Dead. You literally only have to be level 17 and get past Old Da to be able to unlock this content. Like, literally just go look it up, and you can join it. freetrial.finalfantasyxiv.com, baby.
Critically acclaimed.
And now it goes all the way up to Stormblood, so you know it's real. You do know it's real.
It does.
Spef, do we have any Final Fantasy enjoyers?
Oh, we have so many Final Fantasy enjoys coming in right now. Also, we are just over $4,000 away from getting that Hades 2 run. Keep the donations coming in. This is great pace we've got right now. We had a $10 donation come in from MK that says, my favorite Final Fantasy is 6, but I'm willing to learn about 14. Donating to an underdog, and I assume that was for the Raid Music Bid War. But also, if you have a favorite Final Fantasy, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, a favorite Final Fantasy, that's so hard to say, and you don't play Final Fantasy 14, please donate with those as well. We also had a $100 donation from Corey that says, the only thing I've been able to think about since the schedule got announced and say funds were being raised for Malala Fund is that Malala Lala is a lore accurate Lalapel name.
Amazing.
Thanks,
I love
Corey.
it. That's so true.
Oh no.
That's amazing.
And we also have some representation for a couple of different Final Fantasy XIV classes coming in, like a $50 donation from Uranium Anchor that says, Raise Mage is the best, especially when a new ADR comes out and I can raise 30 people during a single run.
Yes.
And we also have a $5 donation from It's Bexy that says, my Final Fantasy XIV character's name is Bexy Fisticuffs. And as you might expect, she's a ninja. Well, she sounds very cool.
I think we have time for like a couple more.
Yeah.
All right. We have some more tank representation coming in with a $50 donation from Maddie Stars that says, Paladin tank, I block things with my face. Let's go with
Yeah,
it.
that's real.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do as a tank, all right? That's so real.
That's all I do too. I only tank and I only block things with my face. We also had a $25 donation come in from Railcoon that says, hey, Varun, good luck, Dad.
Hi.
Wait, am I allowed to call you Dad here? What
Yes.
was I talking about? Oh, right. Give us some of that Dawn Trail music. I trust you picked out the good one.
Yes.
I did pick out the good one, but it's all the normal raid, extreme raid versions if there are any, and the ultimate music. So there's music from Freeman here.
I'm very
so we've done
song-brainy.
Free.
So if I hear that, I'm just gonna stop
That's
talking.
a common Final Fantasy 14 thing.
And I've got one more.
Go for it.
I've got one more for you because I'd like to celebrate. We did just pass $96,000, less than $4,000 to go, with a $250 donation from Tantrum Merch that says, hi from Tantrum Merch. We're so excited to be partnering with Frame Fatales this event to bring you a stellar lineup of merch designed by Fatales for Fatales. For example, did you know that Sydney J, one of the commentators for this amazing Final Fantasy XIV run, designed a gorgeous crossover Frame Fatales Final Fantasy water bottle and mug, perfect for both hot and cold drinks. 25% of every merch sale directly supports Malala Fund. Check it out along with the rest of our lineup at tantrummerch.com/framefatales. I'm literally holding this mug right now.
Did you know that
My
Sydney?
chat cover
Did you know?
is also the icon. It is a picture Sydney made, and I put it on the screen, baby.
Did you know that Sydney J also made those really amazing tokens that are part of the prize pack tonight?
$50 minimum donation, minimum single donation to be entered in the running to win these incredible hero tokens. You only have until the end of tonight as well,
Get
by
your
the way.
donos in, they're so
now
cool.
is the
I'm
time.
not gonna lie to you.
You can't lie to me. I know they're cool.
Cheering up. Okay, we're good.
One on my desk right now. I have the hero chasm one.
It's so good. You can't lie. You can't lie to us. We know. We have the lore.
I have a pomander to escape this conversation.
No, you don't. No, you don't. That doesn't
No, you don't,
exist.
Oh no.
Speaking of palmenders, I have a list of palmenders that I've been using on each floor, so you'll kind of see me kind of just like reach over and use a couple of them. So our palmenders are limited. You can only have 3 of each.
Hit the trap. Hit the trap.
Total in your bag. No, I'm not going to hit the trap. I do not want to hit that trap. Thank you very much. That's not it. That's one of the ones I really don't want to hit. Thank you very much. But I have them all planned out because when I built this save file, I made sure I had at minimum three of each, if at all possible, not needing to use them anywhere else. And assuming that the game would drop them for me. So for 141, I just used a bunch of core ones, I would say, pretty much like my palm ender of raising. I also use an alteration, and an alteration will change all of the enemies in one random room on the next floor into either mimics or mandragoras. And it's not as beneficial here on these earlier floors than it is in the later floors. But on later floors, I want to say about 170 forward, it's very, very beneficial to have mimics or mandragoras because a lot of the enemies on the later floors are very, very vicious. Other ones you're going to see me use are called Flight, Sight, Fortune, Safety, and Rage. Right now I used a sight. I basically want to know where everything is and go ahead and just obliterate everything as much as possible and as fast as possible. So I can just go ahead and just make my way to the exit and not need to worry about anything else.
Yeah.
Sight's gonna just reveal the entire map to me, reveal all the traps so you can see the trap in front of me. That's why Aulsair was like, touch a trap. I don't touch a trap. Not touching a trap.
Another thing.
For anyone who doesn't know, you actually can't just restart this content if Varen happens to get defeated in this, which we're not going to remove that. But it does take a while to build up a save file to get to this point to be able to show this showcase of the upper floors to y'all. So it's pretty cool to see.
It took me about 7.5 hours.
It takes a while.
Just to give you like a little bit of an estimate. Oh, there they are. Look at them. They're so cute. Oh, they're blowing up. But it's okay. They're cute. They'll just be on another floor. It's okay.
They're our friends.
Another thing to go over too. Another thing to go over too is sometimes you saw Varen reaching over for that potion-looking object over there, and what that does is basically just a sustaining potion. It's a heal over time. It's very helpful for runs when you're soloing because if you can imagine, if you're not a tank, you kind of need to heal yourself and you don't have a healer. So those help a lot. And the changes that they made in I think it was the recent patch, not patch before. Yes, it was the recent patch.
7.31, baby.
They made a
7.31.
very, very good change where you can get sustaining potions out of chests. I think also for defeating some enemies, right?
Yes, enemies have a chance to drop them now, whereas they had no chance before, and it's pretty ridiculously high. You're going to see me as I continue to defeat enemies. You're going to see it'll say like one sustaining potion will float up in the middle of my screen here. That is because I am earning a sustaining potion, honestly, probably every 2 or 3 enemies, which is pretty good because before the only way you could get sustaining potions was to trade in dragoR1n potsherds, which you could only get from bronze chests. Yep, and it takes a lot of sustaining potions to do solo on any class, even on tank. So it's a long grind to do any solo or challenge play, and so that change is big. Part of the reason that they changed it is simply because you need to get to floor 50 of Palace of the Dead. You must actually like go to the next floor and complete it to unlock any of the other deep dungeons in the game. And with a new deep dungeon coming out in 7.5, something like that, we're getting a new deep dungeon in Dawntrail. Yep. They basically made the change so it's easier for people to get not only sustaining potions but to get Aether Pool. And if you see here on this window here, you'll see Aether Pool arm and armor. Your normal armor, I'm just gonna pull this again, doesn't count in this. You get something called Aether Pool arm and armor, which you get from silver chest. You automatically get 10 when you defeat a boss. Like you're guaranteed to get 10 now, and it's specific. Wrong button, but whatever. You're guaranteed to specifically get 10 to your strength, which is huge. Before it was just a completely random chance of what you would get, but now if you defeat a boss, any boss on every 10 set, of course, of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you are guaranteed 10 strength now, which is bonkers.
We love an update.
Yeah, very, very good changes for really any deep dungeon runners.
And the weapons that you get from them are
and
so
just to kind of cover, go ahead. Yeah, they look very great. And just some of the other things to cover of like, why would you do this content, right? Let alone solo, why would you do it in a 4-person party? You get cool rewards, like Varn was mentioning the potsherds that you can get from bronze chests, but for completing it, you also get little tokens that you can trade in for some mounts, some little, I call them effigies, but they're more like little towers, but they're basically representative of what the current deep dungeon has. So you can get like little towers put in your homes if you have a home. that, show off some cool stuff. So you get some neat things like mounts and other stuff. Ooh, the accursed horde. Not that that's very important, but that's okay. It's just fun.
It is fun.
That's what you use your intuitions for.
Speaking of the grind, or as we in the community like to call it, the prog to 100K, how are we doing, Spef?
We are making some great progress, but I think we could be doing a little bit better. And so I'd love to encourage everyone to not only donate to help us hit 100K, but also to help us out with this bid war for who's the ultimate gamer survivor. Because y'all, Hatsune Miku is in first with $150, and Malinoe, the protagonist of Hades 2, is in last with $25. Y'all, what are you doing? Donate for our Hades 2 protagonist. Come on. Also, Hornet is second to last.
I think
Silksong.
Like, I get the bid war, but I also think they would all be friends, but also make them fight.
True.
Yeah, make them fight.
Okay, that's
Get
kind
your
of a
donations
gross
in.
room.
Yeah, that's an evil room.
It is very gross.
Can we do a donation?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, get those donations in. Put them towards that bid war, and put Malinoe at the top. And also, I apologize if I'm pronouncing her name wrong. At the top, where she belongs, for Hades 2, which we need to see. Donations like this $50 donation from Nick that says, donating for all the Stormblood enjoyers. There are dozens
We
of
love
us.
you.
Woo!
I heard one woo.
Thumbs down,
Keep
though.
donating
Actually,
if you like.
I'm actually Stormblood's biggest hater, but I wanted to make them first and feel good.
Well, I'm sure they and whoever else in chat appreciated it. We also had a $50 donation from OMGFOZ that says, can we get a $5 train going for Hades 2? 10 tickets for me, please. Choo choo. Oh, trans rights, women's rights.
Trans rights, women's rights. Yeah.
Trans rights,
Yes,
trans rights.
trans
Okay,
rights.
so I would like to challenge everyone here to play like an MMO gamer, okay? So if you look at, I believe, what is VARN's 2 button in like that middle column,
No.
is that your big 2-minute cooldown?
No.
Which one is your
but
big 2-minute cooldown?
I don't have
Sorry,
one.
I'm not
but
laughing
I
at
will
you.
say my
It's a
men-
minute 30 cooldown, but it's a 20-second like activation. There's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay, look,
Okay, I just want you all to think like
but
MMO
what they
gamers.
hit number
Okay?
One
5 is
weapons up,
60
one weapons
seconds.
up. That's what 2 minutes. That's what 2 minutes. One weapons up.
Okay, here's the point. Here's the point I'm getting at. Okay, Varn's on like a 2-minute-ish rotation on having to hit one very important skill. So I want to see how many donations we can get in 2 minutes. So for the 2 thread here, at 22 minutes on the clock, which is in like a minute, I want you all to get your $5 donations in, get that donation train going. How much can we do in 2 minutes in about the same time that Varn takes to do one big cooldown?
So I got really excited because it was a
challenge
wombo combo of frog and trap, and it was my favorite. So that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah, we want to hit those 2-minute rotations, everyone. Like, if you know, you know, but also we're telling you. Please.
Like, if you're putting in your donos for 2 minutes, also tell me, are you a Larbird Starbird enjoyer?
Yeah. Are you?
Please tell me, because yes, I am a Larbird Starbird enjoyer, and anyone who
Word.
says otherwise is wrong.
Larbies and Starbies, baby.
Exactly.
Larbies and Starbies.
It's just left starboard. It's so simple.
It really is.
It's so simple. It's just left starboard.
It really
which is correct. Don't go into a boating test. Like, if you're going to go for your boating license in real life and you're sitting there and you're like, I'm a critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy player, I know my starboards and my larbirds, and you write that down, you will fail.
Yeah, we do not condone the use of Larbird Starbird in an actual boating test. Please don't.
No. But if you're playing the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14, then absolutely you should. There's no port here.
because then you will know where to go if it's Larbird.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we just passed the 22-minute mark, so I would like everyone to work on their 2-minute cooldown rotation and get those $5 donations in right now. You've got 2 minutes to do it. Let's see what we can do here.
Let's
we can.
go.
I think we have a second for like any other donations while we wait for everybody to get their like buffs up.
Oh, absolutely. We have a $50 donation from Alien Crustacean that says, let's go women, specifically Hades, but with women. We also have a $25 donation from Tara that just says, when I climb in the ring.
When I climb in the ring. I don't know.
Okay, thank you for the inflection.
The song hasn't played, but
It's so
I
good.
I can
We'll get it
maybe skip
soon,
forward until we
hopefully.
get it. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe it doesn't
context
play
for
next.
everybody.
Maybe.
the Dawn Trail raid series is based off of pro wrestling. So you'll hear a lot of like climbing in the ring references. It's very good.
Yeah.
AAC Cruiserweight, baby.
Yeah, we got you.
The floor sucks. Even
Yeah, I was gonna say,
the floor
this is
sucks.
very-
Just keep going.
yeah,
Keep
very
going.
unfortunate
We've got
floor.
so
There's-
many.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm
We
gonna
love it.
just say real fast. The reason why this floor sucks is because there's not a lot of enemies, and they've already found the exit. So they're gonna have to backtrack all the way to the other side just to kill more stuff to get out of this floor.
You make that cat boy run.
Okay, go ahead for dodos.
All right, keep these donations coming in. Also, Malinois has some more love in this bid war, but it's still at the bottom. Come on, get her up there. Get her up there. Get your donations in. We have like this $51.50 donation from Angelus Demonus that says it is fantastic to see Deep Dungeon during this event, and thank you for running it. Good luck and crush this floor set.
Thank you. All right, so before you continue reading, Angelus is part of the reason that I do deep dungeons and that I do Palace at all. I've legitimately studied so many of his videos to learn how to do like deep dungeon properly and just like at a more like at a. I just holy crap, I'm floored. I'm
It's
sorry.
so cool for him to be here watching this, and hopefully I have
thank
not
you so much for
yapped
coming.
incorrect statements.
Oh, we're just gonna tell incorrect statements the whole time. It's gonna be great. This is Palace of the Dead. But
Well,
thank you so
and
much
if
for
you-
the whole community to come out and support. Like, Final Fantasy XIV
Yeah,
is a
thanks
very
for showing up.
tightly
It's
knit
awesome.
community that kind of thrives off of the support for each other, whether it's through events like this, or art, or music, or just general creativity and camaraderie to play together. And it's really cool, especially to get featured at events like this, where you don't normally see it.
Unconventional,
Sure.
unconventional content, but
Yeah, we have time for another.
All right, and also $3,500 left. Let's keep going. We're making great
Yes.
progress.
Let's
See
go,
that Hades
chat
2 run,
and
100K.
viewers.
We can make it like with the help from
want that.
donations, like $100 from Gyohan, the Namazu chef, who says, "Hello, Warrior of Light. I hope your run is going well and going fast. Yes, yes. I couldn't help but feel slightly disappointed, slightly sad, slightly jealous you didn't invite me on your quest. I've been on a real bread baking streak recently. Yes, yes. And I would have loved to join you in the Palace of the Bread. But that's okay. If you happen to find any good sourdoughs or ryes, could you pick me one up?"
Aw,
Shout out the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook, and
it's such a good book.
it's a very good book. Shout out my friend Vicky, who is an awesome cook and chef and inspires Final Fantasy players everywhere to start cooking. The recipes are so good.
That too.
Like
I
low-key.
own the
Sorry, I got
cookbook. It's so
distracted by that
good.
ugly. I got distracted by that really ugly room. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. See, Final Fantasy teaches you all kinds of skills, both like in the
It's
game and outside of the
true.
game. It's true. I want to see
We also
everyone's.
had Oh, keep going.
Oh, ultimate croissants. Anyway, continue.
I just wanted to shout out the 2-minute rotation donation train.
Oh,
which also,
yes.
if you want to do another one, we can absolutely do that. Like a $5 donation from Kenners that says casting divination for my 2-minute burst, and a $5 donation from Hatsune Miku that says, "Hi, I'm Hatsune Miku, and I'm here to say trans rights." Thank you so much, Hatsune Miku, but also I'm still angry that you're in the lead for this bid war field thing.
Hatsune Miku's absolutely right, and she should say it.
Okay. So a lot of the things there that you just saw happen real quick was that a pather, one of the dangerous pathers came up behind XIV, and basically to make it safer, because the succubus just randomly puts casted AoEs, like the one that's already out there that's not pulled, it also just randomly casts targeted AoEs as long as you're within a certain range. So to make it safer, Varn used the Witching Pomander, which turns them into little chickens and frogs.
And
so they
imps.
can't do their casts. And imps, yeah. So they can't do their casts, which makes
Their auto
them,
attacks still
dangerous.
hurt,
They
but it's a
still
lot
hurt, yeah.
better than
It also feels better to get hit by a chicken than it does to get
What up,
hit by.
Pam?
Yes.
In
There
the
it is.
This is the jam.
Yeah.
we're very chaotic.
Yeah.
We are.
We have. If you have another donation.
Yep.
We're to the memeing.
Yes.
I always have another donation, but I
Oh,
did
I
also
love
love
that.
listening to the music too that we
It's so
we all
good.
donated for.
In the rain.
Some other shout outs to this donation train for our 2-minute cooldown, like a $5 donation from Maze that says toot toot donation train, as well as a $25 donation from Taful that says I just smash all my buttons every 2 minutes. Is that how that
Hey,
works?
that's totally valid. It works. Yeah, you get it in that 2-minute window where everyone else is doing 2 minutes. It works.
If the buying goes, you hit it.
Yep.
Yeah, literally. You hold hands with all your friends and you hit buttons together.
Yeah,
And that's
we
what
also
this
had
game
a.
is.
I'm sure that is how it works, and that's
Yeah.
what I trust. We had also had a $5 donation from Blackheart Wings that says, "Hi Rin, good luck. My warrior of light is a ninja Lalafell because the idea of a tiny potato with a knife was infinitely funny to me. Her name is Mishana Misha, and I haven't made it past ARR yet. Oopsies."
Oops.
Well, if it makes you feel better, you're not going to get any spoilers here because you have no idea what's going
It's
on.
so
And
true.
The only fights that have anything to do with the lore are in 50 and 100, and we're already past those, baby.
Also, you can play this if you're in ARR. You can totally
Yeah.
get to Palace of the Dead. So,
The
new content?
lore won't make sense until you hit some of the dungeons that are much further in, like the hard version of some of the dungeons, but you can go back and just look at the cutscenes later. I was running against the wall. I used a safety earlier. I don't know why I was doing that. It's just a force of habit. Like,
It's habit. It's habit that you get into when you solo. I do that all the time too.
Muscle memory in 14 is real, and it will keep
So
happening
real.
to you. It's like when you
So
go back
true.
to a normal version of a fight instead of the extreme version, and you just keep losing it because you're like, oh, this isn't happening in order. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a little
Maybe that's
gremlin
just
and
me.
I made the sound of depression because they got rid of the traps. But that's okay. This is what the Pomander of Rage does. You turn into a manticore and you just run around and punch everything in one go. But the funny thing about it is it actually does a knockback attack. So if you have a floor that does not let enemies get knocked back, you do nothing with this on and you just gently punch them for no damage. And it's very scary.
I do like how they just get like yeeted across the entire screen.
Yeah, it's so great.
It's deeply funny.
I just saw the warning that I said 30 minutes that I was going to ask for a timer check, but honestly, considering we had some really awful floors that I actually only had one rage in here, I'm actually surprised that we just now hit 30 minutes. I'm not going to lie.
We're so cool.
I was so
Yeah.
late.
You've been flying.
You are so fast.
Yeah. You only had one
Yeah.
trap. I'm so disappointed.
I'm so sorry.
How could you?
I'm very sorry.
I wanted you to
I'm a
slap
good
so many
boy.
traps.
I'm a good boy, and I didn't hit any traps, and Aulsair's still mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I just wanted you to hit traps, okay?
Aulsair's not mad at you, but I am.
Oh, well. Well, I don't have to raid with you every, week coming up soon, so I think I
Yet.
can live with that. Oh. All right. Whew.
Okay, I'm
Alright.
gonna need you to just use a sight and hit all of the traps on this floor.
Yeah. Is it one more floor
because
before the boss?
it's literally
Oh, nope.
the boss floor.
No, we're
Never
on the
mind.
boss floor. Dang it. I forgot. I haven't run Palace in forever.
Let me move my strength pots to my bar. Let's move you here. Goodbye,
Fun
Living
fact,
Shadow. Can't use
food
you anymore.
and strength pots work in these places if you need them when you're soloing.
They do, in fact, work in here. All right, we use the strength, we use the steel. That's going to protect us. I'm going to pop a sustaining potion. Then we're going to lust. We're going to lust. There we go. We're going to hit the boss. We're going to give her 5 bone stacks, and then we're going to continue to hit her as much as possible while the bone stacks are still up with void fire, because it is going to. That's fine. It's going to do more damage than my my 1, 2, 3 can do. So we'll just hit it as long as I feel safe doing this. Okay, she's going to pop up some ads like this, and they're going to do Mind Cleave. Come on, Mind Cleave. Come on, buddy. There we go. Dark Mist also makes us afraid and makes us run from her. So Dark Mist is the one we want to avoid. We can get hit by the Dark Fire 3. We do not want to get hit by the Void Fire. All right, there's zombies. All right, let's schmoove. All right, here are the zombies. This is why this boss is so interesting and why I love showing off this floor set. These zombies will latch onto you and they will hold you in place if you touch them. And if you've noticed, I'm a tank, which means I need melee range to attack the boss, which makes it infinitely harder to hit the boss with the zombies coming at me. And you're probably like, VAR1n, why don't you hit them? Well, it's going to take me longer to hit them than it would to actually hit the boss. So it is more beneficial for me not to bother to kill them at all.
You don't want a friendly hug from your neighborhood zombies?
No, I don't.
Ooh, good song too.
She's also going to summon the Fanatic Succubus here. I'm also going to ignore it. She's going to eat it, and she's going to heal for some amount of her health. But again, it is just entirely more beneficial for me to just attack Persephone than to attack the Succubus.
Yeah, and what makes it so interesting, playing as a tank instead of like a machinist in these runs is that as a tank, you can ignore this kind of stuff, right? As a DPS class, you probably don't want to ignore the little ads feeding the boss and healing the boss because one, that makes it more dangerous and takes longer. Like a lot of these things are really just like a fight of attrition. Can you manage to do the stuff in time and not, beef it while you're taking your time to fight these things, right? And some of the stuff like autos and things like that are a little bit more dangerous to your DPS classes. So you would want to choose to either kill the little ad that she teats for food because she's hungry. But as a tank, you're just like, I think I'm just going to keep hitting the boss.
Hey, y'all, this is your reminder. We are almost at $97,000. Keep those donations coming.
Come on, let's do
Let's
it.
hit it, chat.
We want to see that Hades run. It's going to be so good.
It's going to be very good.
It's so cool. This is kind of Hades.
A little bit. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
it's a symphony. It's actually on theme.
Yeah, it's on theme.
Also, this is the end of this run, right?
We're almost done. We
end.
flew, like, VARIan flew through those floors really easily.
Yeah, so now is the time to get your donations in.
We are
and also,
running out of time.
Also, a fun donation came in, $25 from Pinball that says, donating for traps that weren't activated.
Real.
Thank you, Pinball.
Thanks, Pinball. Now we're in.
Do you have time for
we're
a
in
couple of other donations?
Yeah, go.
All right, I wanted to shout out some of the love still coming in for Final Fantasy XIV classes, like a $10 donation from Windrider Shiva that says, Paladin mains unite, shield wall. Also, a $50 donation from Windslash that says, is there love for the oft-neglected class in 14, Blue Mage? And I believe there was one more on Blue Mage in here, a $25 donation from Puru that says, let me know when they let me bring the best job and my main, Blue Mage, into Deep Dungeons.
Yes, Blue Mage. We love Blue Mage. Well, I love Blue Mage.
Keep trying to fit them in while we're
go for it.
away
We're just beating up this poor boss. Go for it.
Let's show love to
and
the
keep those
community.
donations coming in. Honestly, this is your last burst. I know we practiced our 2-minute rotation earlier. Let's do a slightly longer one here. It might be a couple minutes longer, but not by much. Maybe about 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So now is the time. How many donations can we get in during this final rotation? Donations like a $5 donation from Happy by 3 that says, hi, Dad, you're so good at video games.
Thank you, Happy. Thanks for the dono.
Thank you, my child.
Sorry,
And we
I
also
figured
have
I would say it again
$25.
because they were focusing really hard.
Yeah, no. And a $25 donation from Geek Ella that says, let's go women. So excited for the Hades 2 full release. We need to see this run. And also, if you want to get in a fun donation amount for the Hades 2 full release to help us see Hades 2, it comes out on the 25th. So get $25 donations in to see Hades 2. The 2 stands for women, and let's see that run. We have just over $3,000 to go, and you can also put them towards the Ultimate Gamer Survivor Bid War. Hornet is now in the lead, but Malinois, the protagonist of Hades 2, is in second to last place now. She went up and then went back down. Come on, donate for her, and make sure she is at the top, and we get to see Hades 2.
So you can see they got a little scary too, real fast, because they got terrified and then they got stuck in an AoE, so then they got to half health. So a little spooky, but they're still okay. They're getting health back. A little spooks though. I'm a little scared,
Let's go,
but it's
Carbon
okay.
Spin having a heal on it. Let's go.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. They're back to normal. That was a little scary though.
It's fine.
It's fine. And they popped their steel and strength again, so they're okay. Go for more donos.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. EB Nix donated $25 to Malala Fund saying, I absolutely definitely understand everything that is going on. Donating to get ladies on stream tonight. Ladies spelled Lades. Extremely fun. Let's see Hades 2. Keep the donations coming in, and we have just passed $97,000. We are less than $3,000 away.
Let's make it happen.
Come on, chat. Let's keep this going. Like a $25 donation from the King of the Party Finder that says Pop Quiz for VARIan. I'm going to mispronounce this. During Pentacrador, if the main tank is 3 and M1 is also 3, how many people is Smudge going to kill?
Oh my god.
Sorry, we're laughing about that.
I have a feeling that it's either got to be Sava or Greg. And hello, hi.
We're laughing. It's an inside joke.
I'm sorry, I messed up because that's really funny.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. They're fine. Don't worry. I'm laughing about it because it's funny and that actually happened.
That is so funny. I want to say if Roderick ever watches this back, take it off your frickin' hot bar. Take it off your hot bar. Take off your hot bar.
Smudge off your bar, Roderick.
While she's about 5-ish%, I want to remind everybody time will be when she hits 0%, or you see the duty complete pop up above my head. So she's at 3% now, 2.9, 2.3.
Come on, chat. You gotta get those donuts, and we gotta see Hades.
Got this chat. Keep them coming in.
Can I kill her before she eats?
We'll find out. Nope, eat it. Make it take longer. Dang it.
That's time.
Unfortunately, she did not eat.
She did not
She
eat.
slayed, but she didn't eat.
You left her hungry.
Honestly,
How could you?
I was so scared for the first time that the zombies grabbed me because I was like, oh, they're not, I didn't hit them at all. Oh no! So I popped my
I got a
inbox
little
just in case
worried.
she decided to, just in case she decided to AOE and then line cleave me. But she waited on the line cleave, which was pretty nice. But this was Palace of the Dead. If you are interested in this kind of content, you can play at home. If you already own this game and you already pay for a sub every month, you can do Palace of the Dead by yourself or with your friends. If you are interested in just playing Final Fantasy, head over to freetrial.finalfantasyxiv.com. Download the free trial, play along with us. If you are in the Frame Fatales Discord and you're interested in Palace of the Dead, you can ping me at dragoR1n at any time. I would be more than happy to even just take you through all the way through. I love Palace of the Dead. That's why I'm here. I know we didn't have time to shout out because we were too busy reading donations, but thank you so much to everybody who came and sat in front of the entrance to Palace. Actually, you know what? Let's go out there and see how many people are still out there. Actually, while we're
We got a sizable amount.
yeah, we do.
The way I had to go back into the game. You did it! Everybody cheer on Rin.
Aww.
Oh, if I could not type in caps, that would be. But thank you so much
did it.
Thank you so much for supporting me and the silly little things that I do. Being a part of speedrunning events and helping run them is something that I really love doing. And up until this past event, I was actually on the Frame Fatales team. I was one of the broadcast producers. I'm no longer there because I am taking a break, mostly due to burnout. Not gonna lie, I let my position go and I let somebody else take it. But I am still so happy that I'm able to be involved with this community and with fundraising in just some way, shape, or form. Thank you so much to Aulsair and Sydney for being here. Holy crap. Y'all saved
Thanks
my
for having us.
time.
No, thank you so much for having
Thanks
us.
for having
You were the
us.
best.
Yeah.
I also want to shout out my Savage and Ultimate group. Some of them are here, so Peru, Kirk, Saba, Tara's here. I just love hanging out with y'all every week. Aulsair's also here. I love hanging out with y'all every week. Thanks so much for being my friends. I'm gonna keep yapping until somebody pulls me away. So thanks again for letting me be here. I'll see y'all around.